We're going to go over how to find line equations. So there's two types of, you can write the line equation in two different formats. It's in this format where y, m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. Or you can rearrange it to make everything equal to 0. So a is the coefficient of y, b is the coefficient of x, is k, and is a constant. You can find the line equation in two different ways. You either be given a gradient and a point, or you can be given 2 points, or you can also find the line equation if it's another line, if you can find the gradient in other ways, like they give you the parallel line or the perpendicular line of that, and we'll do some examples. So for example, here you've got find the equation of the line that passes through 3, 5 and has a gradient of 3.5. Always when you use gradient, try to rewrite the gradient as a fraction. So 3.5 means 7/2. So to find the line equation, we will use this gradient, the equation of the gradient, m equal y minus y1 over x minus x1. So now we'll substitute, instead of m is our gradient, which is 7/2, equal y, we'll leave it as y. y1 will be the y coordinate of the point is given, which is 5, over x minus the x coordinate of the points given. So now we've got an equation. We rearrange it to either write it in this format or in this one here, or the other format. So to rearrange, we don't like to work with fractions, so we do cross multiply. So we have 7 open bracket x minus 3 equal to open bracket y minus 5. And now expand, so 7x minus 21 equal to y minus 10. Now it's up to you how to arrange. I'm gonna rearrange everything to make it equal to 0. So we will have 7x minus 2y minus 21 plus 10 equals 0. Now simplify. And that's your line equation. Now another example is when 2 points being given. So for the 2 points, first we need to find the gradient. So we will use the gradient equation. And x, so that's xy, x1, y1. So we will have 5 minus 5 over 2 minus 10, and that gives me 10 over 12. Simplify this, I've got 5 over 6. Now we reuse the gradient equation again, but this time we're gonna substitute the gradient we found, which is 5 over 6 equal y minus, and here you can use any points, any one of those points will satisfy the equation. So y minus 5 over x minus 2. Now rearrange, so we'll cross multiply to get rid of the fractions. So we'll have 6 open bracket y minus 5 equal 5 open bracket x minus 2. Now expand. Now rearrange to make it equal to 0. So the final is 6y minus 5x minus 20 equals 0. The final example is you need to find the line equation, the equation of the line that perpendicular to this line here. So remember the discussion of perpendicular and parallel lines. So perpendicular lines mean the first gradient multiply the second gradient must give me -1. So the gradient in here is 3 times what? Give me -1, and that's obviously a flip over of the 3 and change the sign. So that means the gradient of the new line, it's -1/3. And then once we got this stage here, then we use the same rules, the gradient rule. So the gradient is 1/3 equal y minus 6 over x minus 10. Cross multiply. We've got -1 x minus 10 equal 3 y minus 6. Rearrange. Now make it all equal to 0. That's done.